Okay, here's a look at my collection of the Generation 1 Arcee. Obviously, there's been a lot of other iterations of Arcee, such as Transformers Animated, the Cyberverse, the live-action movie, Iron Factory, and so on. But here I'm just looking at the one that closely resembles the G1 Arcee. And as always, I start off with Generation 1, but there never was a Generation 1 Arcee. And this is the closest that we have. And this one here is by Impossible Toys. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe this was the actual first Arcee figure that was ever made. This was, I don't remember when this came out, but this was a long time ago. So the quality of this figure is not so great. It's not a great paint job here. The face sculpt is not too great. And this doesn't fit the hypertoon aesthetic. This is more just to resemble the character. But for the time, I think it was okay. So that's a close-up of the Impossible Toys Arcee. And it's not holding up too well with all the loose joints. But I just want to share the box since I still have it. Here's the box. Front of the box, some nice artwork. The back of the box with some tech spec. The top of the box, so you can see the vehicle mode. It's kind of like the Toy World Zeta, where it doesn't have the back of the vehicle. It just has those legs forming the rear, which looks really bad. Back of the box, the side. So yeah, it's okay for its time, and I think it still fits in nicely with my original Generation 1 Season 3. And then, always after G1, there was like a Chug. So this is the closest to a Chug. I don't remember the actual name, but this is the MGT1. I know this was like part of iGear figures. So here's a close-up look. This head, this looks like a Chinese female head face sculpt. But again, this is an older figure, so you just have to appreciate the design of the time. You know, they were made to resemble the character, but not really fit the cartoon aesthetic. So you can see what it looks like all around. This is not holding up too well with all the loose joints. You can't even fix it because there's no screws. So you would have to basically unscrew these whole parts and maybe put some Elmer's glue or something to kind of tighten those joints. Pink feet, that's not cartoon accurate. But yeah, this is another early release. This goes in the Chug line, and it doesn't hold up very well. And then moving on, there was the retail versions, and I believe the Hasbro Generations came first, but this one here is the Takata version, which obviously looks much better because it has a much more cartoon accurate paint color. If you know what I'm talking about, the Hasbro version has like a lot of black on it, like black hand gloves or something, and black all over. Very ugly in my opinion. So the Japanese Takata version definitely was more cartoon accurate. So here's a look of that. And then after that, I believe Titan's Return made another Arcee, basically a repaint, retool of Blur. And this is a Toys R Us exclusive, which I'm very curious to see, how much this actually costs on eBay, because, for those collecting the Season 4 Headmasters, this is the only Arcee Headmaster that you can get. And it's okay. And I regret, well, no, I saw 3 of these at Toys R Us on clearance, and now I wonder if I should have just got them all. But this is the Titan's Return Arcee Headmaster, so you can take the head off. I mean, it does come with a lot of other accessories. So here's Daniel, pretty cool. Reminds me of the American version of the Headmasters from Season 4. And the paint, I don't like all this, it's just not a well painted design. And that's what the American designers, Hasbro, does. All these paint. So that's not really that good. And then, the more contemporary retail, there was the Earthrise Rc. And it took me a while to really understand why it wasn't cartoon accurate, such as Pink Feet, because this is not Studio Series representing the original G1. This is representing the War for Cybertron series. So it does look like that Arcee. So if you're into the War for Cybertron, this is not bad. And that's a look all around. And when I get the Alita, I think I am going to do a custom by pulling off these legs and putting it on the Alita 1 Legacy. I think that'll look nice. Make Alita 1 look nice. And then there was the current Studios series version, which I think this is really nice. I mean, just look at that head. That really looks like Arcee from the movie. And the pink arms, it's very cartoon accurate. They just went a little cheap on the paint. I still got to touch up the gray here to finish the gray paint there. So here's a look all around. Even the ankles should be painted gray. But this is still really nice. I really like this figure. This is a great retail figure of Arcee. And then moving on, there are the Masterpiece. There's also Mastermind Creation, but I did not get the Mastermind Creation because I did not really, I don't know, there was something about it that I didn't really like. Maybe the scale was too small or something. But here I'm taking a look at the Zeta or Toy World. This is their last release, so this one's to be more cartoon accurate, such as the gray ankles, white feet, because the previous version had pink feet. So this one's more cartoon accurate. Pink biceps. And yeah, I think we know when you transform it, it looks really bad. It doesn't have a rear vehicle. It has the legs forming the rear. And then we have the FansToys. So I just want to take a look and compare here and show the legs here are not very feminine. I mean, if you taken figure drawing and you've drawn a lot of females like I have, you know what the leg should look like. And that's definitely not a very feminine looking leg. But this is by the Japanese, coincidentally, who does all these anime female stuff. But anyways, here's a look at the FansToys Arcee, and then the official Masterpiece, which this is nice, but the chest is too low, but it does have some really nice legs. So yeah, that's a close-up. I didn't show you the back, but I think this is all good enough. And then bring it here. There is the latest mini masterpiece Arcee, and I really like this figure. This is really a nice figure. So that's my collection of the Arcee, and I'll just move on to the rest of the figures in my collection. Okay, just for the heck of it, I want to transform some of these figures. So here's the Titans Returns Arcee, the Headmaster version. So I'll take off the head, take out the weapon, and start transforming this. Let's bring these down to form the hands. Let's see, let's bring this up to form the front of the vehicle, I think. And let's see, let's do something with these legs. See, it obviously opens up somehow. Okay, yeah, so the front, split them open like so. And then let's see, pull out this spoiler. And then we gotta fold this up, over, fold this up, over. And then what, we gotta tab them in those holes right there and tab them together, and then come to the back, bring these down, and let's see, lift these feet up. Let's see, make sure that's tabbed in, and then let's see, and these arms, we gotta lift them up, extend them, and then we're gonna have to, what's going on here, the hand turned, and then we're gonna have to bring these, pull these out, bring it down, tab it in, same thing on this side, bring it down, tap it in, and there you go. This is the Titans. I'm trying to pull out this canopy here. Doesn't seem to want to open very easily. Yeah. Okay. Then we can form Daniel and then put him inside as best we can, and then we can close this. Doesn't really close that well. So I guess maybe let's put him in a sitting pose. See if that works a little bit better. Looks nice. Close it up. There you go. So here is Titans Return Arcee. Okay, let's do another transformation. Let's take the Takata Legends Arcee. So let's see, pull out this gun, and let's see if I can remember how to transform this. Obviously, it looks like you got to bring this head up, bring the front part of the car up, and let's see, extend these arms. This looks like it separates. Yep, and then we formed the front part of the car. This looks like it folds down, tabs in. And let's see, these feet, the wheels are on the back, so obviously they're gonna have to lift up like this, and somehow all of this is gonna have to tuck in. So let's see, I'm assuming these hands have to go up and in there, maybe. I don't know, there is this swivel thing here. I'm not sure why that's like that, but let's see what happens when we tuck these hands in. like so. And these legs, obviously these double hinge, so they do need to split apart like that. Extend these feet. So yeah, maybe these hands don't go up there. Maybe these hands actually come down together, because yeah, that's why there's this bar here. So it must come together like that, because yeah, these feet I think go in there. Okay, so these feet go in there like that. Let's see, there is a tab here, the foot and the leg, so it does look like it should tab in here. Yeah, forming the leg, the rear part of the car, and let's see. Yeah, that's right. The ions come in like that. So now we just gotta adjust all this, tuck the feet in, and then there you go. You have the Takata Legends Rc in vehicle mode. It's kind of a nice figure. It's just that's obviously not accurate. It should be pink with gray, but those are her legs, so take it as you will. This still looks pretty nice. Okay, I'm going to attempt to transform this. Now keep in mind, I did not look up anything how to transform this, so I'm trying to figure this all out on camera, and I don't actually remember how to transform this, so I'm figuring things out as I'm looking to see how things move. Obviously this looks like it is going to form the front part of her chest, but this head is in the way. So, but it's on all these like weird double hinges, which really sucks. They're not screws, they're pins, so you gotta be careful here. And there are, oh okay, you can see there's tabs here, so that goes in like that. Okay, and then let's see, obviously these legs are gonna have to come up to form the rear part of the vehicle. These obviously go up or down, I'm not sure which one, but they need to come together to create some space. I'm assuming they have to go up, and by doing so now we can extend these legs. Just fold these legs down, I think, and then they're gonna have to, yeah, tuck in here somehow. Is there room in there? Nope. So maybe this extends out. No, it looks like that's about it, like this. So this has to just tuck in here somehow. I think let's see, oh well, there is a foot, there is a toe, so maybe, yeah, maybe that toe is meant to be lifted up like that, so that maybe it can tuck in there, and it's not getting space because of this bar. Let's see, okay, I got it in, so it should be like that. Yeah, that bar is in the way. Let's see what we can do on this side. Should be a little bit easier. Let's bend this toe up. So it can go in there. Let's check this side. Yep. This is spoiler, and then now these arms. Now you gotta figure out how these arms are supposed to be situated. So does it go up? Nope. So maybe Maybe it is supposed to rotate downwards. Just trying to figure out, oh, I think I know. Yeah, it's on a double hinge. So maybe it's supposed to be one's the top, one's the bottom, I think. Yeah, I think it should be something like that. Yeah, one goes the top, one goes the bottom. After you get these folded up like so. And then let's see, yeah, I believe it should be something like that. And yeah, you are getting clearance. So here is the MGT01 Rc. That does not look very good, like Toy World Zeta. I think this is cool. You can, as Toy World Zeta did the same thing where you put these weapons back here, but it doesn't do anything to help with the vehicle. But that's that. Okay, I'm going to try another transformation. Try to figure it all out on camera. So let's see, obviously her chest should form the front of the vehicle. That's pretty simple, easier than the MGT1. And then let's see, these arms, oh, you can see how they do fold in. So that's nice, how they made it a little intuitive there. And I'm assuming these arms have to go up like this. She has very thin arms. And let's see, these legs, they obviously have to come up. Yep, same thing, so they split in half to widen out. And then you gotta rotate them up. And let's see, extend the feet. So yep, they tab in. Similar transformation, which is not very cartoon accurate, but this is what you get for those older design figures. So here is the Impossible Toys Arcee. Oh, I don't know what to think. This does fit in with the original Generation 1 Season 3 figures, so this is what I consider my G1 in alt mode. Okay, I'm not going to transform these, but just for the heck of it, I think I will now transform the NewAge Arcee into vehicle mode. So let's see how I can do this. Okay, let's see, the back. We need to open up all these back pieces. So split the two back pieces in half. Open these flaps so you can bring down this one side. And if you remember, you got to push this peg down because you're forming the gray pieces to be flush. Okay, and then this upper piece you want to just form the front part of the car. So do the same thing on this side. Bring this down and push that down, and there. Okay, now we have the sides formed, and now if you remember, this whole thing has to swivel around 180. So to do that, you need to have clearance. So you got to put this, remember the car needs to be like upside down. This reminds me like a Halloween costume. And then you can, let's see, lift the head up, lift the helmet up, lift all of this up. You can pull out the front part of the vehicle. I guess right here you can push that in. And then, this is what I was talking about, it needs to swivel 180. So you can swivel this 180, and you can see now the front part, it's supposed to come together. but that comes together by bringing this down. So what you want to do is get these, bring these hands down, and then remember it's that window, that pin. So now you're gonna basically, if I can show you, I'm bending it from that window. So I'm basically pulling the window up. And then now we got all this. This part is a little tricky to do, but you're gonna have to get this front part tucked in, tabbed in, and then this other piece, the front part, to tab in. You're gonna have to fuss with it. Oh no, I pushed in the, okay, let's see. Okay, now we got all that straightened out. Let's look at the back, underside, and this face has to go in there like that. This thing gets up, push it back down. Now we got to do the reverse with the legs. Pull out that tab so you can put the feet together. Rotate these feet around 180, and then remember these sliders, so slide them forward, and then let's see, you got to pull down the waist to create that gap where these feet are going to go into, like so. And to really get it all straightened out, you're going to have to play with these knee joints. So push them up, and then we got the feet, but make sure they get into that little gap correctly, like nice and straight, because they're going to form the seat of the vehicle. Once you got all that done, then you bring it up, and let's see, I don't know if you saw it, but see the hole, there's like some pegs here, they do need to tab in. Make sure they tab in on both sides, and then on this double hinge, just bring these pieces together. And then this is parts forming, so you got to remove the fists, and then got to make sure their arms are situated where it bends this way to kind of contour the vehicle. So rotate it and then contour the vehicle, and there you go. We have the NewAge Rc back in vehicle mode. It's really nice mini masterpiece, Legends by NewAge. So that's it.